The second stock catch race at Snetterton about to get underway. It's round 6 of the championship. The red lights go on, they go out. We're on board with Steve Powell for the start then. He's our onboard camera car for this race. And the race away, they head down to Ritchie's for the first time. Powell's starts on the inside of row 5. It's the two Deans on the front row. That's poor start, that from Andrew Tibbs there. Everyone bunching up. Has Saunders, the race 1 pole sitter, the front row sitter even. And these guys bouncing all over the place here in Ritchie's. He's on the inside of Andrew Tibbs now. If we see if we can work out who's leading. I think it's a Deegan. Unsurprised. Look at the number 76 car of Mark Armstrong. He's like 12. He went flying around the outside of everybody there. Slots in. There's Tibbs in front of us, behind Nick Fortin Jones. Side by side further up now between Drake and look, Andrew Tibbs is slowing down the straight. I think a problem possibly for Andrew Tibbs because he's lost a lot of places from his third position start. So we turn into Brundle then for lap 1 when the leaders head back towards our current position at Murray's. We'll work out the order for you. We're just following Armstrong here on board with Steve Powland. Tim's still pushing hard though. His car was up on 2 wheels through Nelson there. So here they come then. And it's Deegan from Bell. Well, now which Deegan leads? It's Lee Deegan. So it's Lee Deegan, head of Tom Bell, the championship leader. Then Shane Deegan. Rob Drakey for Paul Jarvis up to 5th. A great start from him. He gets his car a bit sideways. He's just ahead of Philip Wright. They say, no, go away. They funnel their way through Murray's. Clio's onto the back of the first bunch, or the back of the bunch for the stock catches. It's the 19 car of Trevor Gregory that leads the Clios. He's just ahead of Matt Fincham in that. This is Trevor Gregory's first weekend in the Clio. He was out last time in a Saxo at Brands Hatch. So onto the back straight we go then on board with Powell. Let's get a run down the order then as they cross the line for the first time. It's Lee Deegan that led, 2nd Tom Bell, 3rd Shane Deegan, 4th Rob Drake, in the 5th was Paul Jarvis, 6th Phil Wright, 7th Jake Farndon, 8th Nathan Saunders, 9th Mark Armstrong, 10th Steve Powsland, 11th Nick Fortin Jones, 12th Patrick Fletcher. Powsland just kicks up the dirt there as he ran 2 wheels over the grass. We had changed for the lead. Yes, it's just Lee Deegan was out of shot for a second, so it's Lee Deegan that still leads, but Tom Bell onto the tail of the race 1 winner then. Lee Deegan winning the first race here at Snetterton. Here come the Clios then. It's still Gregory that leads. He's got Ellis and one of the Tibbs. Definitely problems for Andrew though, because both Tibbs further down. Put Tibbs in his first weekend in stock catch this weekend. Father of Andy. Down towards the Montreal hairpin we go on board once again with our camera car for Steve Powsland. Look at dirt being kicked up there. Somebody obviously took a tight line through Chapman, but here comes Powsland then. He's up on the inside of Mark Armstrong. He's just edging alongside. So the 2 Saxos will run side by side all the way down the Spenceley Straight. It's a long straight. And then they go underneath the Snetterton Bridge. They turn left into Brundle with the fast corner. The 2 cars still sitting side by side as they turn through the right hander at Nelson. Steve Alton all over the dirt. So that means Armstrong must still be alongside. Yes, he slots just in front as they turn through Bombhole. So look at this, Lee Deegan fighting the car, and it's a change of second, and Shane Deegan gets it there sideways off a Coram. He looks up, he's off the track. Shane Deegan on the grass then, so Tom Bell back up into second. Shane Deegan takes similar line to what Matt Neal did in the British Touring Car Championship last year after contact with Jason Plato, but Shane Deegan should rejoin in 4th. We're getting and they come up with time screen. It's first then Lee Deegan, 2nd Tom Bell, 3rd Rob Drake, in 4th position Shane Deegan, 5th Jake Farndon, and 6th is Paul Jarvis. Let's go back on board with Powsland. But you see Shane Deegan was really sideways on the exit of Coram, and here comes Trevor Gregory in the on-board shot here. The Clio coming past Steve Powsland. You can see the extra speed of those Clio 182s. That's why they have to start from the back for the 10-second penalty. So Trevor Gregory gained, I think, 3 places in the Bentley Straight there. Like I was saying, Shane Deegan was really sideways out of Coram. That means he just couldn't slow the car down in time for Murray. You can see how much drivers have to work. It's free for the lead. Lee Deegan's been closed back in by Tom Bell, and Chris Drake. Rob Drake even, I should say. Rob Drake in third. Fourth, Shane Deegan. Fifth, Barnes still. Coming down here now is Andrew Tibbs, possibly. Yes, he's in real. We won't be surprised if Andrew Tibbs heads to the pit lane. Real problem. Actually, that was Paul Tibbs. Here comes Andrew Tibbs through core, and we thought he had problems. Yes, he'll be definitely heading for the pit lane now. So poor Andy Tibbs out the race. Lee Deegan's got away again, but we've had a change for a second. Good Rob Drake, who slides his way through Corm, has got ahead of the championship leader Tom Bell, who's carrying a load of weight, and then behind her is Shane Deegan. Then in fifth now, Trevor Gregory, well ahead of any other Clio. Trevor Gregory with a massive lead in the Clio 182 part of the race. He's going really well in that car. He's up to fifth overall now. The next one, Martin Ward is the next one, about 3.5 seconds behind him. And now here comes Matt Fincham in another one of those Clios. It's side by Nick Gordon-Jones has passed Steve Howes on the outside. Now the Clio blasts up on the inside of Matt Fincham, and that means Steve Howes is going to try and follow him through as they turn through the right-hander at Ritchie's. It's Gordon-Jones on that outside line who just about gets the better of Howsland there. He goes defensive into the hairpin as Fincham in front just locks up ever so slightly. Behind as well, Harry Campy to a good scrap here as they turn through left, through Chapman Curve. Onto the Bentley straight they go then, a good scrap then, the trio of Clios in the mid-pack. In what, just I think within the top 10 of stock catches, up on the inside of Howsland. Here come, who's that? Harry Campy, isn't it? Up on the inside to gain the position of Howsland. Not had the greatest laps here, has he? He's lost a few places. But he's going to be straight back on the attack, right behind Harry Campy. But here's your race leader, Lee Deegan, who drifts back a bit wide. He's second now for Trevor Gregory in that Clio. In the overall, don't worry about him, the Clio's stock cat part of the race, but it's a great before Trevor Gregory because here's Martin Ward just getting past Paul Jarvis. You can see how much further up he is. And here comes Harry Campy on the inside and Nick Gordon-Jones. That battle we've been watching with the onboard camera footage, and we go back on board with him. Heading down the centre straight, it's Gordon-Jones on the inside, it's youngster Harry Campy on the outside. Gordon-Jones is going to have the better of him. So, and somebody's left a whole load of dust on the exit of Rich's, where they've run out wide. And somebody else look at, oh dear, there's Paul Jarvis that looked like running out wide, or had perhaps a spin because he's dropped back a bit, hasn't he, Paul Jarvis? We've just got ahead of Harry Campy there. It's a good move from Steve Howsland, and now here comes Nick Gordon-Jones trying to get past Paul Jarvis. They head down towards Brundle, and look, joining this battle, Andrew Harding, him and Nick Gordon-Jones go to the inside of Steve Howsland, heading down to, and through goes Campy. Karen, yes, I should say him instead, not Gordon-Jones. Left-hander they go then, and late on the brakes for Steve Powder. So Gordon-Jones leads it, Paul Jarvis next up, then Harry Campy, and we got another shot because into the lead on the right-hand side of your screen you can see Trevor Gregory in the Clio's taking the lead. Lee Deegan fighting him though, and he knows so down the straight of course the Clio will pull away. Then next up is Drake. Shane Deegan flings the car on two wheels. Now Tom Bell's falling back into the clutches of Jake Varnden. Now here comes this scrap. Being led by Gordon-Jones just in front. Armstrong goes off the road. Harry Campy's got to watch out here because Steve Powell's trying to draw up alongside. Can't quite do that. Go back with the full screen on board with Steve Powell, and then he's going side by side as they are in front. That's Harry Campy and Paul Jarvis level across the line. And Andrew Harding here trying to pass Powell on the outside. He can't do that though. As they turn through the right-hander at Ritchie's. Great battle in this is. There's battles all the way throughout the package stock hatch. They go through the right-hander, the tight right-handed hairpin at Montreal, then left at Chapman Curve, and they head back onto the back straight. So overall, it's Trevor Gregory leading the way from Lee Deegan. And Rob Drake, Shane Deegan, Tom Bell, Jake Farnd, and then Martin Ward are next up. The overall standings, this is in the Clio as well. How far is he behind Trevor Gregory now? About 5 seconds. Trevor Gregory getting through the traffic quicker than any of the other Clios. So through they come, and Drake's gone ahead of Lee Deegan. Rob Drake leads the stock catches now then. So head into the, and he's gone wide. He's on the grass, Rob Drake off the circuit then, and here come the Deegans. They're going to fight their way back through. So Lee Deegan leads once again. He's been consistent, keeps it on the road and led most of the laps as Lee Deegan. So he goes back to the front, he leads. They're about 5 seconds ahead now as Trevor Gregory, as this battle rages for the lead in stock catches. It's Lee Deegan that leads ahead of Shane Deegan. Then third in the stock catches is now Drake. Fourth is Bell. Fifth Farndon. So here into Murray's comes that battle between Tom Bell and Jake Farndon. They've got Matt Fincham just behind them. First we've started off the Clio series at Mullery Park, was the only car there. Then we expanded with Martin Ward at Brands Hatch. And now we've got Trevor Gregory and Kevin Condon making it 4 Clios this weekend. There is Kevin Condon just exited Murray's. Back on board then, and right in the slipstream of Paul Jarvis. Here comes Steve Powell, he's going to try and find a way through. Andrew Harding today from the slipstream of Jarvis, and darts out behind Powelton, trying to follow him through here. Powelton gets ahead of Paul Jarvis. Andrew Harding unable to do that though. It's a exit Nelson in front. There was a good battle going as well. Final lap of the race though, and it's going to be Trevor Gregory's going to take the overall victory. He's got a massive lead. Martin Ward second, but in the stock catch is Shane Deegan now into the lead. So a change between the two Deegans on the last lap. So Shane leads Lee now. So another 1-2 from the Deegans. What a fantastic weekend at Snetterton this is going to be for them. Third is Tom Bell. 4th, Jake Farndon. Now 5th for Nathan Saunders. He's been under attack from Rob Drake, who's lost some positions. He's 6th. 7th, Mark Armstrong. 8th for Harry Campy. 9th, Nick Fortin Jones. Drag on the top 10 would be our camera car. That's Steve Powsland.